You ain't shit, bitch. You ain't on this shit.
To this day.
Never.
To this day.
You a whore.
To this day. To this day. To this day.
Oh, sweet Jesus, let me kill this nigga.
Mommy, this monster in my speaker.
Don't you wear about it, babe. It's the VST podcast. Back for your motherfucking ass. We about to start this shit up again. Sounding like boys begin. Table of bosses. Wayne Nation, 3MG, Tracy Kids, we gon' win. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, this your boy Big BJ. Let me check this out right here. Make sure I'm sounding good. See if I can hear myself, and then we gon' get on with the intro. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man, it's your boy Big BJ. Back here again for another VST Live podcast. Nobody's showing up yet, but you can watch live, interact with me, or interact with me on the playback. It don't matter. We will get this thing started in the 10-minute, after the 10-minute mark. Excuse me. It's one of them days. I got something to discuss, but we're gonna get this thing started in a minute. So do your favor, like, share, repeat, like, share, repeat. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to the VST podcast. Do me a favor, like, share, repeat. We gonna get started in the minute. See, I'm about to share this to a couple of groups, so y'all bear with me for a minute. For those who don't know what the VST podcast is, I will explain all in a minute. But if you're watching live or you're watching on the playback and you can't interact and phone with your board, please like, share, repeat, ladies. This is Urban Blur News Podcast. And this motherfucker. This shit hard. I get that reference group. What's up? Tish Letter Toast. Corey Coleman, the great Corey Coleman. Marty Thomas, Hitman Sammy Sam with the business is. People love y'all, man. Y'all don't even know me. Well, I fuck with y'all, baby. Podcast Nation, Black. You know what? Let me stop real quick. Look here. There's a game coming out February the 22nd. Go to my beautiful face. How y'all doing? There's a game coming out February the 22nd. It's called Anthem. Some of y'all might be like, hey man, you know, I heard about that thing there, but I don't know too much about it. You know what I'm talking about? Well, look here. We're going to go ahead real quick and get you into some info. So, yo, let's go and get into it right now for those who might have heard about Anthem, but want a little bit more info. I call it Iron Man. You don't see why. Let me shut my music up. Since I already got the page up. Since I got the page up real quick, I have a friend by the name of Thomas Reed who has a podcast every Saturday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. CT time. It talks about fitness, health, nutrition, values in life, and whatever you do in life is going to be determined by your motherfucking ass. I'm telling you, man, the man is the Black He-Man. He is the Black Super Saiyan. Matter of fact, he's just Super Saiyan because I think Super Saiyan is based off black people anyway. I got the right to say that, motherfucker. We was kings, you bitch. And this is the king right here showing y'all athleticism, saying, hey, man, I got tired of being hefty. I want to be healthy. I got on these goddamn Cortez, and I got this ball in my hand, and I'm flexing on y'all asses. And I will teach you how to do the same thing. Join my To Be Determined podcast, Urban Fitness, every Saturday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Now, let's get into this Anthem information. People.
Hello, I'm Sean, and with the impending launch of Anthem, we've come up with some tips and tricks so you don't feel as if you're a worthless grabbit. Let's have a look. Anthem is a game that requires you to understand what kind of damage is needed. Shooting your weapon constantly works, but if you're against an enemy with a bubble shield, use a lightning or an ice ability. It will do bonus damage that will bring that shield down quicker than just shooting and yelling. But if the shield is physical, say with a Scar Enforcer, and their health is yellow, fire or acid will deal more damage. Take into account that elements also cause damage themselves. Once the enemy is inflicted with fire, it will do damage over time. Ice freezes the enemy in place, giving you a chance to deal damage in their weak spots. Acid ensures the enemy takes more damage as it's melting their armor. And lightning will cause splash damage that impacts nearby enemies as well. Sharing is caring. So how are these elements important? They can help create combos which will deal considerable damage and also create a wonderful spectacle to impress your loved ones. So is there a good start and end to a combo? Yes, and you can even find these out using the Forge. If you go to your character customization screen and look at your abilities, you will either find this icon, which means it is a combo starter, or this icon, which means it is a combo finisher. Use this knowledge to combo with your own abilities or with your team. If you forget which one is which after you choose them, have a quick look down to the bottom right of the screen at your abilities and they will have the same icons. You're welcome. The javelins also have individual combo effects, which I will go into whilst also looking at the javelins themselves. At the beginning of the game, you'll be playing as the jack of all trades Ranger, a javelin that has good mobility, shields and health. The Ranger is a great and versatile suit. Once triggering a combo, the Ranger will inflict bonus damage to a single target, meaning if you know you're up against a difficult boss, the Ranger could be quite effective indeed. The Ranger can use all the weapons available except heavy, as that honor is reserved for Colossus, the big boy of the group. A little more on him later. All javelins will have 3 specific abilities who all have different variations, which means more customization and thought needed to loadouts. The Ranger's ultimate ability is the multi-target missile battery, a finisher capable of locking onto all targets the Ranger has in view before firing multiple missiles out of its shoulders. You get to start the game in the Ranger Javelin, so if you love it, keep going and the game will give you the ability to permanently unlock it before you head out on your first adventure from Fort Tarsis. Alternatively, you can select from one of the other 3 javelins and pick up the rest as you progress through the game. So let's have a look at them, starting with the behemoth of the group, Colossus.
Lady I work with, her nickname is Behemoth.
The Colossus is the devastating heavy weapon tank of the group. It can't use pistols or SMGs, but when you're using a shield, you won't even notice. Colossus's individual combo triggers surrounding explosions, dealing area of effect damage to those near where the combo was finished. There are several loadouts you can create for Colossus, including a class focused on absorbing damage, which takes advantage of its ability, Taunt, to divert enemy fire away from your team. Use it to save a javelin in trouble, or to distract an enemy so your team can reach and attack its weak spot quicker. Siege Cannon, Colossus's ultimate ability, creates a huge explosion that takes out enemies in an area or can be used on a boss for big damage, and it is one hell of a sight. The Interceptor is the quickest and most agile of the group. Dodging, in particular, is super effective as you can do up to 3 dodges to escape from danger. Treat it as a deal massive damage and then disappear character. That is until you trigger your ultimate ability, Assassin's Blade, which turns the Interceptor into an invincible melee killing machine. The Interceptor's combo special gains the element that finished the combo as an aura. This means that anyone within a small distance of your Interceptor will be inflicted with damage from that specific element. And finally, the Storm, the elemental damage dealer that can raise terror from hovering above the battlefield. Storm uses a powerful technology known as seals to boost the latent kinesis powers of its Lancer. What I'm essentially saying is it will make things go pow with amazing effect. Combos are incredibly important in the game to create as much chaos and damage as possible, and the Storm is perfect to start and finish them, especially with its ultimate elemental Storm, which will blast enemies in a radius with every element available in its arsenal. So what does Storm's combo special do? Once they perform a combo finisher, the ending element will jump to all other enemies in the vicinity. The place where you'll be relaxing, accepting quests, and interacting with excellently voiced characters is your home base, Fort Tarsis. Fort Tarsis is a safe place to relax during your downtime, find lore, and generally chill. You will notice as you progress that the characters in Fort Tarsis will talk to you about different subjects, what has happened, and their own personal experiences, giving you more of an in-depth and personal story that can be missing in other multiplayer games.
Ah, who told you that?
Anthem, outside of its missions, strongholds, and brilliantly scripted storylines, contains an open world that you can truly explore. Navigate the area to look for chests, bosses, and special events which give you that lovely loot we all crave, including crafting materials to improve your javelin. You can show your weapons and javelin design out on the launch bay, a community location for everyone to come hang, chat, and dance in their unique javelin. Talking of unique javelins, Anthem has an incredibly large catalogue of customization options. You can change the design of your legs, arms, chest, head, the colour of individual parts, vinyls, and even decide on the wear and tear of your javelin. All customization options you choose will not affect your stats, meaning you can look as cool as you want without worrying that it will impede your effectiveness outside Fort Tarsis. You can pay for cosmetic items, or you can unlock them by playing the game. It's totally up to you. And that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Anthem. This game will receive constant updates as they are truly in it for the long haul. So expect Anthem to evolve over the coming months and years. So there were loads of tips and tricks that you can utilize this weekend. Wait a minute, did you not know you could play this weekend? Well, if you look on the description, there's a link, press it, and it'll tell you all about EA and Origin Access. Subscribe as we're doing regular content. Ding that bell so you know about the...
We're gonna run this back real quick. This is your boy Big VZ Die, and we're starting this podcast off by me going, yeah, man! It's your boy. We gonna talk about Anthem, man. Anthem is a game where, you know what? Hold up. I don't think I'm. I need motivation. Hold on. Let me get a little motivation. But that ain't the motivation I wanted. Those who might be wondering why I'm playing this song is because ever since I've seen this game announced, I believe at the last E3, I just felt like this is what I was gonna be. It just makes me feel like I'm Iron Man, going after a whole bunch of just funny looking aliens and shit like that. You know, I'm hoping that there is some sort of campaign, like campaign, single player campaign, cause hey man, I'm a loner, man. I ain't trying to play with a lot of you motherfuckers. But I can't wait. PlayStation 4, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be playing it on there, man. One of these days I'm gonna get a fucking PlayStation Plus account and get online with you bastards. If you're interested in this, let me know what you think about this in the comment section, man. Again, I'm very hyped. I'm loving the visuals. I'm loving the different choices in between characters you can fight with. And I've heard in some reviews that I believe this guy just said that it's really not a big difference. Shout out to Miss Miss Asia Queen. How you doing, Queen? Hey, I seen that pic the other day on Instagram. Lord have mercy. She look like needed you just a strong man to come back and hold. Anyway, let me get back to the game. Anthem is what I'm on. And again, I know I'll eventually get a PlayStation Plus account and get on there, man. If you had a chance to get on this game, already have early access, again, in the comment section, let me know what you thought about it. Again, not many reviews I've seen yet, so I'm gonna be looking forward to that. But again, every time I play this game, I'm probably be bumping this in the background. Alright, let me go on. I'm trying to shake things up and start the show off a little bit different. So let me go on to this. Yes, I do have a rant. So let me start my show, you know what I'm saying, before we get into the news city bits. For those who don't know, first of all, for those who don't know what a VST is, it is the Urban Blurred News Podcast where I talk about video games, music, entertainment, and more, from a blurred to urban to just a nerdy perspective as a whole. You know what I'm talking about? I try to find the shit that most people forget. I mean, I know y'all gonna know about the everything that's going on with Marvel. Real quick moment of silence for Jessica Jones and the Punisher. Saw it coming! I mean, come on, man. They ain't already canceled. They canceled, what's the name of that damn show? They canceled Daredevil after an amazing season. This last season, everybody was just critical acclaim was very high. You know what I'm saying? It was very high, baby, very high. But they still canceled that, and that's only because this whole Disney, I believe, it's the Disney Plus thing. Or tinfoil hat moment, real quick. They're going into the krill or the scroll. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like that's the direction they're going into. And with that scroll invasion or secret invasion, it felt like a lot of people... Now, I'm not big on the comics, so I think I got the gist of it. If you can fill me in more. But a lot of the main characters were not them. They were actually this race of aliens, of evil, just evil, epitome of alien evil. You know what I'm saying? So this might be, because Marvel, you never know with them, man. They always doing big and better, crazy ideas and experiments. So you never know what's going to happen with them. So this might just be a part of the ongoing storyline. So we just gonna have to wait and see, because some of these shows, man, they like Punisher. I'm gonna finish I feel like I'm gonna finish the second season, but it's really on some like, what the hell is really going on? I'm trying to stay focused, but after that hospital episode, I was lost. I was really lost. But real quick, let me get into my rant, because I am being a little bit long-winded before I get into my next. Try to keep these shows real short. But my rant for today is, was I tripping? For those who have never watched the VST, I do rants before I get into it's like my little quick therapy session. So rock with it. Rock with your boy real quick, man. Now, at my real job, hopefully one day I can make it into this, figure out my way into the window, side door, shit, through the wall of the entertainment industry, as it were. But until then, I have a regular 9 to 5 like my beautiful fans, you lousy bums. And at my job, something happened. I was looking for a rant, and damn it, my job said, hold my bid, nigga, I got you. So I'm moving the patient. That's what I do at my job. I move patients and a whole bunch of other shit. I was getting ready to move this patient, and I looked at the patient's name. Her name was motherfucking perfect for a lingerie. Well, first I thought it would make a perfect porn star name. I didn't go with that shit, okay? This is the Me Too era, but I had to let her know, because she might have been in her transitional stages of trying to find something. She might have been looking for, had a business mind, but just didn't know what the fuck to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And here comes me, just the average lowly hospital worker that just comes along and says, hey, your name. Now, before I said any fucking thing, and no, I'm not gonna tell the name. I don't know who watches this. I don't know who listens to this. I don't want to fuck around and get sued. You ain't gonna get shit anyway, because I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm still accumulating. But I told her, like, look, I know this is the Me Too era, so I'm not trying to be funny, crass, rude. I'm just saying that you have a name that it would be perfect if you want to start a lingerie company. She was chuckling. Now, the husband, he wasn't laughing too much, but I was just like, man, come on. This is a great business opportunity if you so choose to do it. I get them to the room, long story short, get them to the room, get ready to walk out the room. I say, hey, oh, yeah, for coming up with the idea, I want 20%. So I walk out the room. I get a call the next day from a boss asking me about said situation. And I was having a good fucking day. I was just having a great motherfucker. Oh my goodness. My day was just going cool. And then this shit happened.
Throughout the Bible, bitches have destroyed everything.
And I'm just like, what the hell? I get the phone call, and I'm not calling my boss a bitch. I'm just feeling, that's just how I felt about the situation. The situation is a bitch, as it were. I'm saying, I told her what happened. Like I prefaced it, you know, I gave the disclaimer that, you know, I know this is the Me Too era. I'm not trying to, you know, say anything rude or crass. And I was like, they were chuckling. But, well, the husband wasn't chuckling, which makes me feel like, and for those who probably wondering the race, well, if the husband wasn't laughing and the wife was, and I got in trouble about this shit, you can pretty much guess that somebody was going, how dare that nigga make my wife laugh?
To this day.
So
Say, Jesus, let me kill this nigga.
So I'm wondering, did I go too far? I'm asking the viewing public, anybody that's watching, hey man, Tennessee education, I get it wrong sometime, baby. I fuck up. It happens. Shit happens. So I'm wondering, did I fuck up? What happened? Was I wrong? Or she also said, my boss speaking, said that it was a nurse that kind of wanted to fill out a formal complaint. Really? So that's why I'm just like, am I tripping? Did I fuck up? Did I go too far, or are they tripping? You know, now I'm trying to be mature. I want to go off and lose my mind like I normally do on the rants, but I'm a growing young man. Well, getting older, you know what I'm saying? I'm old nigga young nigga old. But I'm trying to mature. But some of my friends have different ideas. So to the people in the situation,
tell a hater I said.
Okay, let's get this show started because I know I've been very long-winded. Ladies and gentlemen, the VST podcast is about to get to the next topic. Next thing I want to talk about this right here. Hold up, let me start over. Alright, we're gonna wind this back. Hit the silence button. Teenage Mutant Ninja Batman. Teenage Mutant Ninja Batman. Teenage Mutant Ninja Batman. Turtles with a Batman. Fucking crazy. I'm ready for this. This is information letting it be known about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Batman crossover movie that is coming out in the spring. It says you got Troy Baker, who's probably about the second best at playing the Joker voice-wise since Mark Hamill. You know, nobody beats Mark Hamill in my opinion. It's Joker here. I am Mark Hamill talking to you right now. And you got Joe DiMaggio and Tara Strong, who has always been the best Harley Quinn. I wonder who's going to do the voices of the Turtles. I'm waiting to see how that's going to come out. But let me see. Let me go back. Did they release a date? No, it just says later this spring on your 4K, Blu-ray, digital, all that shit. But half of us is probably going to watch it on certain means. Not snitching on nobody. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, what in the fuck is going on now? Alright, next thing I want to talk about real quick, and again, that is the Batman and Ninja Turtles crossover. I'm hype about it, man. The comic is did really well. I still gotta go back one of these days and read that motherfucker. I believe they've already done 2, and the 3rd is coming out in May. So, you know, you keep your eyes on that one. Next thing I want to talk about real quick, you got Black Panther of Wakanda. He's leaving Wakanda for 5 months, to hook up with Spike Lee for the upcoming Netflix film. Let me see real quick. A powerful duo. Spike Lee may have gotten seriously snubbed at the Oscars for his film Black Klansman, but that's not discouraging him from creating more magic behind the lens. According to Page 6, Spike has tapped Chadwick Boseman, Delroy Lindo, I don't know who that is, but he's from The Good Fight, and Jean Reno, don't know who that is either, probably would know them from the face, but they're gonna be starring in a film called The Five Bloods. Publication details how it will follow 5 Vietnam veterans who return to the jungle to find their lost innocence, explaining further how it will cover a group of vets who attempt to put their broken selves back together in a story about redemption of one soul in a world where niggas go back to the place they don't even have to fucking go back to be better niggas. The film has no release date yet, But holler back at your boy when I find out some info on the situation. I will let it be known. Do you have high hopes for the people involved in this situation? Do you not? No? Alright, well, fuck it. Real quick, I seen that my brother has joined. Let me let it be known that my brother Trace Brown, aka King Eddie Wayne as well, of the Negro Waynes, says he has a podcast. You have to add him on Facebook, and he will let it be known when the bump down will be showing up. The bump down, you will get musical chart information, musical numbers, like musical financial numbers and shit like that, in a very, very unique, brutally honest perspective on the entertainment industry, as it were. He also has the Smoke the Truth podcast. Both of these are very live podcasts. Again, add Trace Brown on Facebook to watch. King Eddie Wayne on all social media. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, back motherfuckers watch trailers.
You think I'm a murderer?
Somebody help!
Maybe having this discussion.
I didn't kill nobody. You think I'm a murderer?
I didn't raise a murderer.
What was that?
I don't know.
Somebody help! Help! Run!
The boy from the burbs killed in front of his own house.
Tell me what happened so we can all go home.
He's dead, Coley. Get in the car.
You're being charged with murder in the first degree.
He's being persecuted because he's covered with blood with a dead kid at his feet.
I read somewhere that these two had beef.
In this town, they've already strung the news.
Chicago, the whole world is watching us right now.
If Coley Styles were white, would we be having this same discussion?
It's cool for me to prosecute the white man, but as soon as a white boy loses his life, now y'all want to come at me like this.
Where's the bullet?
Where's the gun?
They don't care about what I gotta say. In their mind, I did it.
Are you a God-loving man?
Yes. Then you will be vindicated.
Once we love one another in spite of our differences, once we love one another in spite of our flaws, let them know I am with you.
Real quick, let me pause it right there. Oh, the soundtrack. Oh shit, new song from the
I am with you.
Check that out. Yes, this is Canal Street. I thought it was based on a real story, but it's not. Let me keep that joint going, keep that joint going. Okay, God damn it, go back, go back. As you can see, you got Brashear, Mr. Gray. That's what we gonna call that nigga. Yes, Gray, Chicago win. Yeah, it does kind of have that look, that old school look. It had to be a little bit more corny though. But you got Mekhi Phife, you got Woody. Please stop asking me to be Bobby Brown McClain. You got Jamie Hector. My name is my name. I'm with this. You know what I'm saying? It's already out. I don't know if it's in theaters here in Tennessee. It might be like in Memphis or Nashville or somewhere like that. But I'm interested in seeing this. But one thing that I've already learned from the trailer, which I have a 4-tier rating system. Shut up, take my money, bootleg that bitch, fuck you and your loved ones, genocide that bitch. What do you give this trailer? If I ever walk past a random white boy laying dead in the street, I'ma just leave his ass there. I'm for real. I would get my ass in the goddamn car. I ain't saying I ain't gonna call the police, but I ain't touching that motherfucker. I'm just be like, report a dead body. And how much you want to bet that somebody white killed that motherfucker and left him in the black neighborhood? And Wayne, I put money on that shit. I put money on that shit. But if you dig in the trailer, what you gonna give it? Shut up, take my money, bootleg that bitch, F you and your loved ones, or genocide that bitch, okay? 4-tier rating across everything. And I think that'll do it for me, man. I appreciate everybody joining in. King Eddie Wayne, I appreciate you, boy. That Smoke of Truth was some goddamn, that was a good old bag of Smoke of Truth right there, man. I smoked all that shit. That shit was fire as fuck, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to have to click up on that bump down, man, tomorrow, man, talk about some crazy shit happening. Talk about that old boy. We found out that old boy, and me and Eddie Wayne from the get-go felt like it was something funny in the water. You know what I'm saying? But old Jussie, this would be the first nigga to blame, to fake some shit and blame it on white people, which, I'ma be real. White people do it to us. Hey, man. Don't like it when it happens to y'all, huh? Oh, it's the worst thing in the world. Well, remember that shit. Keep that same fucking energy when it comes to us. And my brother William Buchanan he agrees with stuff like that, but he normally knows how to articulate it better. He has 2 podcasts where he can talk about stuff like that. Excuse me for a minute. The Off Limits podcast is every Saturday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It is, no topic is off limits, no subject will go untouched, and you can join in on the conversation, man. The brother is very, very intelligent, man. I love the way he expounds and the way he looks at the world as a world. And especially my favorite podcast is How the Frack We Got Here. The way this nigga tears into Trump is phenomenal, man. And that podcast is politically unbiased, brutally honest, man, from the urban perspective on politics. And that's going to be every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Now, let me see what you're saying in this comment section, my brother. And now, I am streaming on YouTube. I gotta forget I'm saying that shit. Hold on. I'm on YouTube right motherfucking now, so you can subscribe to what I'm doing. Like, subscribe, share, repeat. You know what I'm saying? If I can get all y'all to come over to YouTube, I can get paid. You know what I'm saying? So let me get on my beautiful, handsome face. And now I am streaming on YouTube. I gotta forget. I gotta stop forgetting that. Oh yeah, and I'm also on this shit called Periscope. I don't know what the fuck Periscope is, but me and Eddie Wayne was checking this shit out. It was dope as a motherfucker the other day. Anyway, let me see what you were saying real quick, bro. It's something to watch. I'm not competing with whites to be the scum of the earth. I gotta stop forgetting that. Oh yeah, and I'm just petty. Call it what you want. I'm just on the petty side of the shit, man. Shit is crazy. But that whole situation is just fuckery, unnecessary fuckery. You know what I'm saying? It's just unnecessary fuckery, man. Like, it didn't have to happen, but it's sometimes, man, like I said, we can agree to disagree, but there's some times when motherfuckers gotta taste their own goddamn medicine to see how fucked up it is. And even if they don't get it, goddamn it, somebody gonna see the shit and be like, okay, oh damn, that's what I do to people. But moving the hell on, we gonna wrap that shit up from right then and there, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, did you motherfuckers like what I did? Oh shit, let me get off Facebook. That shit look weird. Oh, you like what I did? You like what I'm doing? Well, yo, I got a podcast this Thursday. Early in the morning, something you can come and laugh at. Hilarity will ensue on this podcast, and it's called Random as Fuck. Hold on, what's the name of the podcast?
Random as
Oh, I'm getting feedback from somewhere. Hey, Hirsch. Alright, not you. I appreciate you saying that, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Also, I have a podcast where I will be talking about music and music-related things. Rhythm this way, you can reminisce over the rhythm of India Ari, Shaka Khan, and some more things. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, please join. Please join us. Please join us. I think King Eddie Wayne shall be joining the whole show. Maybe not. I don't know. But overly we'll have the bump down and we'll have that joint. And then we will be back next week. like this damn picture. Oh, I thought this picture would say that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. I hope y'all had a great night, man. Keep on keeping on, man, and keep your eye on the Most High, and you'll be so right. You ain't gotta be the biggest tree in the forest as long as you make an impact when you fall. I am the greatest man alive amongst the greatest minds alive. Jump on the train, baby. We going to greatness.
Damn you, I will not be ignored! Get back in here! Get back in here and love me! Ah! Larry!